One Punch Man, Chapter 116. So what an amazing chapter to end this epic trilogy that one released yesterday with 114, 115, and 116. And if you're coming to this out of the blue, I had already reviewed Chapters 114 and 115 already, so you can check them out on my channel. But other than that, let's get into this. So along with the other two chapters, we have a gigantic moment that we've been waiting for in this one. Like in Chapter 114, we finally got the meeting between Sonic and Flash. And then 115, we've got the ninja backstory and any other developments that came with that. And now in 116, we're finally getting Sonic versus Flashy Flash. And let me tell you, it is way more competitive than what I originally thought, and I'm sure you were surprised by this too. So if anyone is curious or confused as to how Sonic is able to keep up with Flashy Flash here and do so well against him, well, Sonic kind of insinuates, not even insinuate, he just straight up says in 114 that he had been training and he got stronger. I thought maybe that was just a throwaway line, because Sonic is always like, I'm always stronger, I'm always, gaining power, I'm always training. But it seems like it was really legitimate this time, and it's more evident than ever at the end of this chapter that he has clearly made a significant increasement in his power, but also Sonic is familiar with Flashy Flash's style and what he is capable of, since we found out in the previous chapter that they had trained together for more than enough time and that they actually helped each other grow. And this is a new dynamic presented to Flashy Flash here, something that he's never really had to deal with as far as we have seen. Like all of the other opponents that Flashy Flash had faced against didn't really know what they were up against, so that's why he just caught them more or less with the element of surprise along with his crazy advanced skill set. I mean, not even Hellfire and Gale in the manga really understood Flashy to the level that Sonic does here. I mean, they understood, of course, how ninjutsu works and all of that stuff, but they didn't work together with Flashy Flash like Sonic did. Like, I really like this moment in the chapter when Flashy Flash dodges that shuriken and, warps behind Sonic only to get elbowed in, his solar plexus. It's like he knew that was coming because he knows what Flashy Flash does. And then he's like, look, I'm not the same that I was a few years ago. So it's going to be difficult for you to win here. And then we see, Sonic do, his equivalent of the Shadow clone, the Kagebushi no Jutsu, when we see the two of them, and he does the quote-unquote Sonic Heavy Barrage, and actually knocks Flashy Flash back and gets a compliment out of him. He's like, nice moves. If only I wasn't your opponent. But then Flashy Flash gets serious and he starts doing that wavy hand thing that we saw in Chapter 113. Like, it looks like he has 6 arms at once. And then he does his ultimate technique, and I guess we assumed that he was going to do the Flashy Fist here. But no, it's the Flashy Kick. So I guess he has multiple ultimate moves. They all start with Flashy. So he's got the Flashy Fist, the Flashy Kick, and the Flashy Slash, of course. But to our surprise, Sonic is able to survive this somehow. He says he has an ace up his sleeve, but we get a nice little moment from Flashy Flash here where he's kind of happy. He's like, you've gotten strong. At your current level, you and I should be able to, and then it cuts off. I assume that Flashy Flash is saying we should be able to train together here. Maybe this was gonna be in a little olive branch, passed off to Sonic, because I don't think Flashy Flash really wanted to kill Sonic here, so maybe he just wanted to beat him down and be like, look, just train with me, we can become stronger together. Hey, maybe he would have even tried to get Sonic to join the Hero Association. Maybe that will still happen. It remains to be seen if that will, or if Sonic would even accept, but it seems like it's a real possibility at this point. And then the Heavenly Ninjas show up as expected, or was it? So we're finding out that this wasn't exactly what was a part of the plan. Sonic just kind of took it upon himself to go against Flashy Flash here, and I think this is awesome. I'm glad that Sonic didn't really join these guys. He was more or less just pulling them along here. And I like that he's not siding with them. He's like, I don't like you guys either. I think he doesn't really want them to kill Flashy Flash. And he says that he wanted to kill him himself, but I don't think Sonic wanted to kill Flashy Flash either. I think he mainly just wanted to beat him and prove that he was stronger. So of course this pisses all of the ninjas off. And they're like, alright, whatever. Well, thanks to you, we've already seen his ninjutsu. And everyone here is a genius, so we only need to see your technique once in order to be able to deal with it. This is hilarious. I love that when one throws this out there, that somebody is a genius. So far we've seen it from Garo, he's the martial arts genius. We've also seen it from Orochi, he's a martial arts genius as well. But now all of these guys are geniuses too, but it's just so nonchalant. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, everyone here, they're a genius too. And I'm not even saying it doesn't make sense, because it does. I mean, I suppose it's heavily implied that the Heavenly Ninja Squad is made up of all of the top members of their individual classes that they come from. Like, all of these guys are like the Sonic and the Flashy Flash and the Hellfire and Gale of their own years, more or less. I mean, why else would they be alive and be able to live out in the world if they didn't, you know, succeed and rise to the top of their class? So then, of course, it's revealed that Sonic did survive the Flashy Kick. He did have an ace up his sleeve. He was able to not only survive it, but somehow, like, avoid it without receiving too much damage. One of Flashy Flash's ultimate techniques. This is super impressive. Like, we have to remember that the only characters who have really been able to deal with that have been Awakened Garo and Saitama. So yeah, friggin' crazy feat of power from Sonic here. Regardless of how he was able to do it, he did it. So hey, kudos to you. We do see like a little mark on his mouth, like there's some smoke coming off of it. Sonic also just straight up attacks one of the ninjas, and it's so cool because he's like, look, not only do I not like you guys and I did you dirty, I'm just gonna straight up attack you right now. And we don't even see what he does to the dude. Like, the guy just grabs his forearm and falls over. So I assume it was like left that way. Like, it was so fast that not even us, the readers, are able to see what he did. I think that's awesome. But then, of course, the ninja's like, alright, we're going to kill you too. So we're just going to take care of Flashy Flash and Sonic. Hey, it's fine. And then Sonic is like, oh yeah? Nah, check this out. So then Sonic does the 10 Shadows Burial. And this is what I was talking about earlier, that this is proving that Sonic has definitely improved, because the highest that we have seen Sonic go was against Saitama. It was the 8-fold, or the 8 Shadows Burial. I think in the previous translation it was like the 8-fold funeral or something like that. And that was super impressive at that time. Now he's going to 10. And this is so impressive that it's actually like gaining compliments from Hellfire and Gale there. They're like, not bad. Desperate struggles. But even Flashy Flash, he's like, 10 copies, huh? I can't believe you've hidden ninjutsu like that. And then he's even like, if you would have gone all out on me, maybe you would have been able to land a counterattack. So this is a big deal, because we know how reluctant these ninjas are to, you know, let their guards down and give somebody a compliment and give them the benefit of the doubt, or even that. But yeah, so Sonic is definitely improved here. I don't want to jump the gun, but it's very possible that he is a legitimate dragon now, and I think that would be awesome. He definitely deserves it, because I've never really seen Sonic go over the demon limit. Like, when I made the How Strong is Sonic video, like that, I basically set him at high demon. I couldn't give him anything higher than that. But after this, I think he might have improved himself to at least low dragon level. Hey, he might even be higher than that, because it seems like he's going to start doing more stuff after this. It seems like the 10 Shadows Burial might be only the beginning here. I mean, at least I hope it is, because after this, it looks like the next chapter is going to be Sonic and Flashy Flash teaming up to take on these guys. And, I mean, it's got to happen. And it's going to be so awesome. It's just going to keep going with this epicness of the ninjas that we've had so far. Because now that we've got Sonic and Flashy Flash fighting, they got that out of their system, at least for now. Now we're going to see Flashy Flash and Sonic team up to go against some ninjas. And I also think that's why there are so many of them, so that they can at least kill some of these guys, and it's not really going to be detrimental to the story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Hellfire, Gale, and Thunder, I don't think they're going to die here, but the other ninjas, or at least some of them, are for sure going to get their heads cut off by Sonic and Flash, or at least I hope so. So the chapter ends off with Saitama picking up where he left in the previous chapter. You know, he's going out with his little scheme to try to get Sonic's sword to give it to Flashy Flash to repay the debt that he has, because he broke his sword in the Monster Association arc. And that's pretty much how all of this started. Like, Flashy Flash going after Saitama and demanding that he fix his sword, but also becomes one of his disciples. But also, I really like the continuity from 1 here. I mean, of course, he created this world, so, I mean, he's going to have a full grasp of it, but the only other time, or the only, like, other 2 times that we see where Sonic lives, it is these buildings. Like, if you look in behind Saitama, there's, like, all these damaged, like, cracked buildings. That's exactly where we saw Sonic retreat to after he after he ran away from Saitama one time, and then after his encounter with Hellfire and Gale. So I love it. It's awesome. But another thing that's very interesting here is Saitama, he's like so he's also living in a lonely place. So this might be like Saitama relating to Sonic here, because when he's saying he's also, I guess he means like because Saitama was also living in a lonely place, you know, the ghost town of Z City. And this area that he's in, it looks like it's a ghost town too. So this is cool. We might be slowly seeing Saitama have somewhat of like a character arc almost in this ninja arc, because it seems like he's, I don't know, letting his guard down more. He's liking these characters. He's actually paying more attention and remembering their names, because he actually said Flashy's name at the end of the previous chapter. So we are getting some development here on Saitama randomly. But I also assume that before Flashy Flash and Sonic are able to kill all of the ninjas, i.e. Hellfire, Gale, and Thunder, and maybe whoever the ringleader of the Heavenly Ninjas are, not the main leader, the guy that fought Blast, Saitama's going to show up and likely interrupt it, so that's how Hellfire, Gale, and Thunder and whoever else is going to get away. And then maybe Sonic is going to try to go after Saitama, and Flashy Flash is going to be like, what are you doing? And then maybe we might have a resolution to this whole beef between Sonic, Flashy Flash, and Saitama. That would be super interesting if that wraps up before the series is over, and then maybe their whole, you know, their interaction and their dynamic goes in a different direction after that. So many possibilities. But that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Let me know where you think all of this is going, and if you liked the video, please give it a like. I also have a Patreon. It gives you access to a weekly Q&A video that I do on this channel, and if you haven't already, please subscribe as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.